Hello, Machinist members, and to all our viewers. This is the 141 Report, and I'm your online host, Dave Lehive, a communications representative of the District Lodge 141. This week we travel to Chicago, Illinois, where we will be speaking to the president of the largest IAM local that operates under the umbrella of locals inside of District Lodge 141. 1487 President Tony Licciardi is our special guest as our 141 report starts now. Welcome, Brother Tony. It's good to have you on the 141 report as my guest.
Hey, Brother Dave. Good morning, man. How are you? Good to see you.
I'm glad you're able to come on today and speak to me about your local. So, Tony, before we get started, I always ask my viewers for my guests to introduce themselves. So tell me a little bit about your background history with the airlines and tell me what positions you've held with the Machinists Union.
All right. Well, background, I started out here probably 1990 for a small company called Hudson General, which really wasn't that small at the time. Looking over at the United guys, it was like the grass is always greener on the other side, and it was. And in 1997, 7 years later, I took the leap and joined United Airlines. So it's been 23 years here at United and with the IAM.
Okay. So what about your positions you've held with the Machinists Union?
Well, positions that I held, I've obviously started out as a shop steward. A year later, probably in 1998, I became a shop steward. And then over in the local lodge, I held every position. I started as conductor sentinel, went to trustee, VP, and president now. So it was a lengthy career and well enjoyed. I enjoy every minute of it, to tell you the truth.
Okay. I know you just got a recent promotion as well. Congratulations. I understand you've joined the District Lodge 141 Executive Board. You're now a trustee. So congratulations, brother. It's good to have you on board.
Thank you very much. And special thanks to President Mike Clem and everybody on the District Lodge board that supported me into that position. I really appreciate it. And that was very exciting for me. I'm very excited to start that, continue on.
Big news. We're happy to have you on board. So let's start talking about Local Lodge 1487. Like I said earlier, it's the largest local in the District Lodge 141 locals that we have. And so how big is 1487?
Well, 1487 is really big. To tell you the truth, we have about 7,000 members, and we represent, our airlines are, well, it was one time US Airways, now it's American, and Southwest Customer Service and Reservations, British Airways, Alaska, now on to UGE, Menzies, and Swissport. We also have a very particular in the retiree bunch. We have about 250 to 300 retirees that come here at once a month and have a meeting. We're big in that. I support that big time. I think they should never be, forgotten for what they did for us and how they paved the road here for us.
They do a lot of community service work. They help out, on when we have lodge events and whatnot. They are always useful. I'd love to see more locals develop the retirees if they can put a committee together. And, retirees are, they've got so much knowledge, and we can learn from them. And it's great to have them around to be able to help us.
Yeah. They help us here tremendously for what they volunteer for. They volunteer all our functions. Karen is big on getting them together and having them unite here. And our first meeting, matter of fact, since the whole pandemic has started, is going to be probably this month. And hopefully it'll be, it'll kick off to where we were, where they were all gathering here once a month and, having their special meals. It was great,
it's a great time. It's a lot of fun. I've been one or two of the meetings, and they, like I said, they do some good work there for us as well. So now I know you've been, your local is really nice. I was just saying, can you tell us about the building, and the history behind it, and where the building is located?
Absolutely. That's a good question. I was just thinking about that. Actually, our building is located probably 3.5 miles away from the airport, so it's really close. They chartered this building in July 3rd of 1945. So this lodge is 75 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, and a lot of history here. So being that close, we have, the luxury of having people trying to get here for all the meetings. Sometimes it doesn't work that way because of the shifts and so on, but it's good to have right around the corner. At night we have, once a month at night, they have a meeting with the committee.
Yeah, shop
with
stewards.
the committee, and some shop stewards come by, and just a committee meeting off of the business end of it.
Yeah.
We have a meeting. Our meetings here at this lodge, we have 2 meetings a month because it's so big. First Tuesday and the third Tuesday of the month, we have a morning meeting and an afternoon meeting. So very particular there. I think no other lodge has that but ours.
Yeah. As far as what, two different meetings a month?
Two meetings a month.
No, there. Believe it or not, there are other locals that do. I know the Dulles does that.
Dulles does that as well.
Yeah. They have 2 meetings a month. So, but talking about the local though, I mean, it's great. I've been to those late night shop steward meetings, and you open up you guys got a full kitchen there.
Yeah.
And you open it up and you throw the hot dogs on there, and the guys can go over and get a soft drink or something like that. And then you're able to talk about issues that are going on there. And it's just great that the local does that, for the committee, and the AGCs are able to show up, on hand and talk issues. Great facility. You guys got a nice size meeting hall. And also, the side meeting rooms, plenty of office space there. So you guys have a nice facility. I mean, out of around the country.
We tossed some money into it, because obviously being 75 years old, it needs to be revamped a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's starting to come along, to of, day, we're trying to get it up to date. So
you got plenty of parking there. I mean, you guys do have outside barbecues and stuff there you've done before. So great facility. Yeah.
A lot of people, and our retirees really take advantage of it. And
that's what I know. Yeah. So I know you got some pretty talented people on your e-board. Just kind of talk about some of the people that you work with to make the local what it is.
Sure. I mean, like I said, when I started out here as a shop steward, I had the luxury to work with one particular lead, and I'm going to mention his name. His name was Gary Shinsky. He was one of our top leads back in the day, and still is. I still get plenty of advice for him when I need to call him. And we have lots of laughs. And I was just a kid, and he's an old Marine with really deep voice. And he got me involved in it, a year into the job. And just from there, he always taught me one thing. The cream always rises to the top, he always told me. Kid, the cream always rises to the top, no matter what. Not everybody's going to like you, but they're going to need you, and they're going to know what you're about. So in my career, I got the luxury, believe it or not, to have a lot of talented people here in Chicago, and a lot of really strong union guys. Alex Giroulas, Eric Stemberg, Mike Siskon, to where we are now. You know, you got Mike Sinfio as our committee guy, and Joey DeCalise, and Greg Klajewski, my recording secretary, and the previous recording secretary, Dave Roderick. So just a wealth of knowledge here. It's just, you get to pick from everybody, and you put all those styles together and you develop your own. But it's important to listen to the different ways they have of explaining things or representing members or going about things, that you just pick and choose a little bit at a time, and then you develop your own style on how to go about that. You know, our secretary treasurer, Mike Finn, he's been around for a long time, and with him, it's just automatic. Between him and our recording secretary, Greg Klajewski, it's automatic here at the local. Things get done, phone calls get returned, audits it's just a smooth operation to where we are today.
Okay.
You know,
All right, VP, trustees.
my VP, Leonard City, he's from customer service.
Right.
VP, our trustees are Sam Gonzalez, my brother Rosario Licciardi, and Dina Pena.
Okay.
And
that's what makes your board work, you know, and everything. You sit down, you guys make the issues, make the discussion, and you know, you take the leadership role there, and you set the course and the agenda. So
yeah, I have actually two. I try to diverse on all the groups. You know, I have two from customer service. I have Sister Lorraine, who's on board with us as well. You know, it's a diverse group.
yeah,
I try res, customer service, and ramp, and somewhat stores. You know, our stores guy is pretty good. He's always out and about. So
okay.
he's done a lot of committee work.
All right. You're an amalgamated local. So you have District Lodge 141 and 142.
That's correct.
Who are some of the AGCs that come to mind, and who's your Grand Lodge rep?
Our Grand Lodge rep is John Workmeister, and talked to him a couple times over the phone. Seems to be a great guy. I haven't met him in person yet, but you know, we've had a few throughout the years, and all great guys.
So I can understand. Who are the AGCs that are for 141 for you out of your local?
One here we have Eric Stenberg, Mike Siskon, Joe Bartz, Mike Ortuccio, and a recently retired Sister Laura Stone.
Oh yeah. God bless Laura.
God bless her. She's great.
Yep.
Always smile on her face. I tell you, she lights up the room when she walks in. I mean,
yeah.
Great person.
She got a well-deserved retirement in front of her, so good for her.
Well,
yep.
Yeah.
So we all know the backbone of all locals and are committees, and I know 1487 has some active ones. So tell me about committees. You know how important they are.
Oh, to me, the committees here, I mean, they took, in the beginning when I took over 1487, when I first came in, I mean, we were at a stranglehold with money, so it was really tight. So we turned the corner and we started developing committees as community service, women's committee, things that were very important for me and for us to get up and running, to get more members in the door, just to show them that the IAM doesn't, or this local just doesn't take your money in dues. You know, there's more to it than just paying dues. Obviously, it's all what you put into it to get out, right? So our women's committee was started probably like 3 or 4 years ago, and they've done a great job on expanding. And our community service, we've done here in our community in Des Plaines, because we're located in Des Plaines, Illinois. I think every year, the past 3 years, we've done for the school, elementary schools, we've done a backpack drive for all the kids in need of backpacks and pencils and pens, everything to get them started, because obviously we all know that education in our youth is very important. So they've done a great job on getting that done. And we just want to expand it to the shelters. We want to expand it to the shelter here that's local to Des Plaines. Food drives, we've done a few food drives, but the pantry here is very particular on having it delivered to them, or with the COVID thing.
Yeah.
So
Guys, speaking of the food drive, you guys worked with the area, I think with AFL-CIO a few months ago. In
we
the middle of the winter, I mean, it was cold there, and you guys are out there at Chicago Airport, and you were helping out, right? Working with
Yeah, they did. We donated big time. We supported that drive. It was huge. A lot of unions involved in that. A lot of people involved in that, including the city of Chicago, to make that operation work. Was just
that was
well coordinated with them. So it was well put together. Really well put together.
Great. So Tony, any closing thoughts or anything you want to make mention of before we finish up this report?
Absolutely. I just want to say how thankful I am for being here for the past 24 years, and how great it is seeing the strong contracts that we have, and how involved people are in getting that done for us and our families. What I want to say is I want to get these new members and newer stewards in and show them how important it is and what it means to them in their future, and help them understand what contracts and what the IAM really does, because the success of the union now lays in their hands, because obviously, we're getting a little older and we need to pass the torch. So getting them involved and to see how important it is for them to maintain this as a strong union, and many things that go on here is just very important to me as even the president of this lodge. So,
well, it's time to start wrapping up this week's 141 report. Tony, I appreciate you taking the time to come on and promote your local and talk about being an IAM member.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate for you having me on today. Believe it or not, I go get my COVID shot. So we'll see how that's going to work. Hopefully it goes for the better. And hopefully, this pandemic is behind us so we can get back to business and back to this local lodge. I miss the times where I see the retirees and the lodge is full, and seeing some old faces that I really like seeing and enjoy their time and their company.
Well, it's a great local. As you can see, I'm wearing your 1487 shirt today in honor of this today's 141 report. I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time out and representing our lodge 1487. It's really, I'm really thankful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, we'll be back next week as we travel to Denver, Colorado. So be sure to join us for another 141 report. Till then, thanks for watching. We appreciate it when you like and share our content as we reach out to more members and allies of the union movement. Remember to stay safe and healthy, and have a great weekend. Bye for now.